Alright, I have been thinking a bit about starting a shop in Dune Awakening. So I've been playing the game for about 90 hours now, but I've been taking my time, just not rushing it, not just going from A to B and just grinding all the time, but actually play the game and enjoy the mechanics and all of that. I had an idea though, so the prices in the trader stations are quite expensive for resources. Now what if I open up a shop, I advertise in the chat and whatever Discord that is connected to this server, and get a shop going and just see what happens. I'd imagine that people just come with their Solaris, and I have whatever's available, whatever I manage to bring and find in the world, and just sell it. So let's go. Like, how do we even start this? So it's a sunny day. I think a storm just left not that long time ago. Actually, I also put a donation box just to see if anyone would donate for the cause of me building my own stuff. So far nothing. So let's get this shop going. So maybe I just need to find a spot for this. So this is my personal base and I'm probably gonna keep it this way. I'm gonna go ahead and travel to one of my other sub-thieves and remove it. Maybe bring back some resources. So let's do that first. So this is probably, I guess, gonna be a few episodes of the shop adventure. So since now I'm gonna build it all, let's just see how it goes, because that's pretty fun. Like, it's not a advertised feature of the game, but the ability to just kind of go with your imagination and just do something new, that's something that could really prolong, you know, the life of, or the time of playing a game. So I played 90 hours and I feel like I haven't gotten started yet, but now with the shopper it is going a little bit faster. But once you go with the shopper, you really don't want to go back. So I've been saving resources for a second shopper. You see all sorts of bases in the game. How about this one? A mix of a treatise, the wood, and the other type of wood. That's cool. So the base is just right over there. It was my first base that I had for a little while. Played maybe 1 or 2 weeks from here. The town still seems active. I don't know what I built, but it kind of became like a oil rig, and before it kind of looked like a skyscraper. But that's a lot of resources I can just harvest. So, either I remove the sub-thief of this base, but then I do lose all the resources and anyone could just come and get it. Or I go to my absolute first base, which has the... yeah, there's another sub-thief there still active. So I could just disable that one, sacrifice that, and keep this for now. Really excited for this new business empire in Dune. But keep in mind though, guys, it is a startup. So all the Solaris may not be flowing today or tomorrow, but we'll get there. And eventually I was thinking about we can expand into the deep desert, have a little branch of the business. So yeah, bright future ahead in Dune Awakening. I am dehydrated. Hydrated. Not a surprise there. Do I have anything on me? Whoops. That I can drink? I've been having tons of fun with the game. It did surprise me how hooked I would get to it, but after I've been playing with the base building for a while, it just hooked me right in, and time has just been flying. It can be very grindy, and you could make this game into work, right? That you're always grinding, always doing work to achieve the next thing. So it's always achieving the next, the next, the next, and you're never really done. But it's definitely possible, and then you know you get the highest ranking gear and all that stuff, and you go that route. But it's also fun to play this game just going at your own pace, whether it's slow, fast. I prefer the slow route because then there's a whole lot more game to play. I mean, I'm not in a rush, really, to get anywhere. Glide a little bit, save some fuel. Love it. It does take a little while to get there, a few minutes. Do enjoy the scale. Personally, I'm looking forward to the PvP and what I've seen of the PvP so far. I know there's a lot of mixed reaction to that, but I mean, it depends who you are, really. What kind of... how you like to play this game. I love the PvE, but then to head into deep desert for the PvP and with the thrill of that, because I know if I'm gonna go in there, I'm probably going to die. So I'm not gonna bring my most... whatever I value the most in the game at the time. You know, and you just treat it as that. So if you get away from it, it's a successful run. And it was a fun experience. I guess it depends how you see it. Okay, there is the... this was my second base in the beginning. It's actually still active here. Someone's running their base. This base wasn't here before. Anyone home? I always just store it out of range. There we go. You know, in case I forget that I put it there and then there's a sandstorm and I'm just making something or something like that. Okay, so I do have a low storage. Let's just remove some of the stuff. We'll begin with this one, salvage metal. So boxes, I don't think there's anything of true real value, but I mean, things like this we could sell. And we gotta consider though that we're in all the way north, so people who are here have usually made it a bit further in the game, so these items may be of less value to them. But if you're down here, that would make sense. But we could just have stuff like this to sell anyway, just for cheap, just to have something. But let's just take stuff. I do have a lot of leader joints taking up space here. Yeah, okay, these I can just get over there. If someone wants one of these and then just fixes it. Let's keep it here. I have a lot of extra in my other base. I think I just mainly care about the stone. Because, surprisingly enough, it's a little bit more scarce with the granite stone up here, but you have way more aluminium and those other resources. But there's a lot of stone over here in this region. So let's get rid of it. Bye bye base. Oh, we have a worm going by. Sad music. I will miss you. The fun times we had. This is sad. I could do it faster, but it's painful. This guy is losing a neighbor that never visits. Okay. See how. Alright. So I'll take whatever I can get. Savage metal. That takes a lot of space. And it's easy to find where I'm at, so let's not bother with that. Let's just get a stone. So sad. Even put a carpet down. A little decoration. We'll speak no more of this and just get it over with. Yep. There you go. That means that I can put a sub-thief somewhere else. Now, the question will be, where am I gonna put the shop? And where would it make sense to do so? Would it make sense? Because I feel like people eventually get here. And here's where you'll be at least in this area. So maybe the shop can be somewhere where there is a lot of water. This place can be cool. There's a lot of water here. I always come there to farm a little bit for the base. But you do have a lot of these around. So if it gets placed somewhere in the middle here, that makes sense to be a bit more centered. Okay, let's do it. At least we got a lot of stone now for the foundation of the base. Cool. Oh. Wow, was that close? Yeah. Ah, over there, that wasn't really that close then. Whoa, 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 whoa. I did not like that. Okay, I was doing something wrong there. There we go. Alright, we're almost there. And by the way, some people on this server actually put this huge base, a huge wall. Now imagine, first of the time to do this. It's a massive wall. Okay, let's move on to where we're going to get our shop going. I'm also in no rush for the deep desert yet. I feel like I need to just get a lot more resources, build my foundation a little bit better before I start messing around there. Like about here. Yeah, it's cool. Let's do it. Whoops. Alright, so we'll put it a bit closer to the road. We don't want to block off the road. But what about a little bit more flat? Would be nice. Like bit like this, but we have that vehicle in the way. Maybe like this. Yeah. Why do I keep doing that? So I'm gonna get started on a low base. It's not gonna be super fancy to begin with, but it could at least look a little decent. So we're gonna have like a front desk and a place where people can easily just park and browse what they want to browse. So let's make the foundation here. It's a simple model like that, and then let's put staircase going down. Like so. Then we want to expand the base a bit inward. Can I? Nope. Oh, I'm thirsty again. Good, I brought water. Because then we're gonna have, you know, the storage room and the boxes presented outside. Now we're gonna place a little bit, like we're gonna put like one item of each in the boxes where people can check, you know, what we're offering. And then we have more of it in the storage room so we don't have any thieves. So here's gonna be the front with the boxes. So let's put some walls here. Are we gonna put this one, or is it too much? I think maybe a mix. Alright, I think I've finished the shop. I built a little basic one. We have boxes to present products on both sides. So here I can just put one of each whenever I have the shop open. And I will stand here for people to make trade with Solaris. Then we do have a random table just laying here. It's gonna be moved. Here we got the storage room where I'm gonna keep all the supplies. Then down here we have an entrance, staircase that leads up here. Here I'm gonna just make a hangout area where people can chill, shop some, and whatever else you can do in the game together. Then I thought from behind or something, somewhere around here, I'll just make a connection so like people can drop off stuff if anyone ever wants to gather materials and sell it to me, and I'll sell it further. Start a little production line here. Right, I'm happy with it. I can always extend it in the future. I mean, I could place an advanced sub thief and get a little bigger plot. Let's just do that. There we go. Now I probably have a lot more room. Yeah. So that's a lot more space. Then I can definitely make the storage a bit bigger. And I can make an entrance for the buggies or people's bikes if they ever want to drop off some stuff and get some solaris. So we'll start some trading here. A little trading hub. It would be really awesome in the future to have some sort of signs that you can make and just put it up. For example, this box might have a certain kind of resource or certain kind of stuff. So yeah, that's it for this video. Let's see what happens with this, and upcoming videos I will film some clips here and there of trying to do this. Alright, thanks for watching and bye bye.